share the software. Join us now and share the software. Hunters can get piles of money. But they cannot help their neighbors. When we have enough free software and a call, what a call. We'll throw out this dirty license sounds evermore. When we have enough free software and a call, what a call. We'll throw out this dirty license sounds.
Yo, how is everybody doing? It has been a very, very, very long time since I've streamed on this channel. Like, what? A good like 3 or 4 months, I gotta say. Like, it has been a while now, hasn't it? Yo, Politics, how are you doing? I don't even know how. Okay, chat's moving a little bit too quickly for me to check everyone here. Hello to everybody that's here. I appreciate you all for being here. That's awesome. My new GPU arrived today. Great. I'm happy you managed to get one. It has been much easier to buy GPUs as of late though, and prices are coming down somewhat. So you know, it's a bit easier than it was before. Thank you for the 96-cent super chat. I appreciate it. I didn't know that you could actually super chat below $1. That's news to me. Oh, it's because of your currency. Right, that makes sense. I didn't watch the concert. No, what was I doing? I was watching some anime, and then I was playing 14 earlier today. That's one shameless Ludwig ripoff. I have no idea what you're talking about. I did not copy my thumbnail idea from someone else who may have got a cat recently. That's complete coincidence. Definitely did not happen. I recognize your name and profile picture. You don't recognize my profile picture because unless you like know about it from my Twitter or my Discord, because the profile picture is something that I got made specifically for myself. So yeah. Are you drunk? No, I am drinking. There is a difference. For anyone curious, I'm there we go. Double lemons. They're very fun. I enjoy them. Hello from the UK, hello to the UK. Yesterday I tried to install HoloISO on NVIDIA while I was able to get Plasma but no dice with GameScope. Yeah, HoloISO is actually really cool. For anyone who doesn't know about that, I was gonna do a video on it, I just didn't have a proper way to actually, like, talk about it, to actually cover it and, like, record and shit. HoloISO was basically... Oh, my mic is still working here. HoloISO was basically someone took the SteamOS 3 because Valve didn't actually make a proper ISO for it, and then turned it into an actual proper ISO. So it's, you know, somewhat, you know, usable now. I'll put stream music on so we actually, you know, to just hear dead silence behind me. Here we go. I don't know how loud to make it because it's been a long time since I've had this playing, but that should be fine, I think. I can always change it afterwards anyway. Might have downgrade Maze from games to make it work on Intel. Yo, VG, how are you doing? I have no idea if there's any way to actually get this working on anything outside of the... oh, wait, here we go. Apparently there is a way to support it. Only 900... Wait, what? Only 9... I'm guessing that's because that's what was around... Was that what was around when the old version of the Steam machines were around? Like back the original Steam machines? Like however many years ago that was? That would make sense because GameScope obviously was made to be portable back then. How are you, Brodie? I am doing pretty good. It's nice to be back streaming on this channel, that's for sure. So, I want to talk about what the go-ahead basically is going forward. So, streams are probably going to be happening most weeks on this channel. I can't guarantee it's going to happen every single week. There might be stuff that comes up, things like that. Linux? I don't know what you're talking about. But streams should be mostly back on this channel. So, pretty much my plan for this is next week. Next week, we're going to be finishing off LFS. When are you starting LFS again? Yeah, I'm starting it next week. Nice KH transition. I made it myself. Thank you. LFS will starting up back next week. We've got, at least judging by what I saw last time, I went back and checked like the ending of my last LFS stream like 3 months ago. I had 1 chapter left. I'll actually bring up LFS right now. LFS. I believe, how to pronounce your name? It's Brodie Robertson. Not Brodie. I've heard Brodie enough. Anyway, LFS, read online, stable LFS. So, here we go. I do need to speed up the transition. I've been meaning to fix this for like a month now. I know it's very slow. If I recall correctly, we were like somewhere in this region. I think we just finished off this stuff, or maybe we just finished off... No, I think we just finished off this. And then we still had this stuff to do. Also, I had to go back and install Grub, because I made the mistake... that's the wrong layout, that one. I made the mistake of doing it on UEFI, and the default version of LFS is built around... not UEFI, BIOS, that one. So we'll have to go back and actually do the BLFS version of of Grub, get that set up, do the last chapter, and that's pretty much all we have to do, at least from what I can recall. And then assuming that, yeah, Legacy BIOS, that one. And then assuming that I actually set things up properly, going from there, I'm probably going to start doing BLFS over time. I'm not going to be... Okay, here's what's not going to happen. Because this is something that was starting to, like, really annoy me. I was doing LFS every single week. And that was just... It got to the point where it just wasn't... What's wrong with UEFI? The way you can set it up is a little bit different. So the instructions in LFS are a little bit different than they would be for BIOS. And setting up Grub on UEFI is different than setting it up on BIOS. There's just different settings you need to do. That's the only reason. There's nothing wrong with UEFI. It's just the instructions that are here aren't made around UEFI. So we are not going to be doing LFS every single week. There's no shot that's going to be happening. That's sort of like one of the big things that was starting to like really get under my skin. It just wasn't fun doing LFS every single week. So that's just not going to happen. I'm going to be mixing in with some other streams. So we're going to be doing things like... I do want to do things like distro reviews. Like, I don't like the idea of a distro review video. I feel like they're pretty boring, and a lot of them are pretty samey. But if we go and do a distro review, a distro showcase might be a better way to describe it. I think doing that in a live stream context makes a lot more sense to do. And it's not just going to be, you know, your standard distros like, thank you for the follow, Pink Creeper. It's not going to be your standard distros like, hey, let's just do Ubuntu 22.04 and this and that. We're going to be doing, like, weird distros as well. Like, I have said it before, I want to look at Bedrock. I would love to do more Gen 2. I want to look at some of the Arch-based distros as well, like obviously Manjaro, but things like Parabola and things like that. There's 9,000 channels doing channel reviews too. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you want to see, just, you know, if you want to see, like, hey, what does Ubuntu 22.10 do, or whatever it is that's at the time, there's 100 other channels doing that. What if you show off old Linux? I don't know if you're saying old Linux is a specific distro, but I do want to go back and do more of those. Hey, let's look at things like Ubuntu Warty Warthog, things like that. Going back and looking at things that, you know, were relevant at a time, but aren't really relevant nowadays. Pair character doing a shaka. What is that? I don't know. Oh, I forgot that it does that. Yeah, if you send a sticker, it doesn't actually show me the It doesn't show me the sticker itself on my chat. It shows me the description of the sticker. So, if you want to send super stickers, that's going to happen. I'll probably read out what it says. Pair character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying cool. You guys on YouTube can probably see what it actually is, though. Please don't kill Tux. I'll stay. Okay. I'll not kill Tux then. I'll keep Tux safe for you. I don't know. I guess we can kill the Rowlet. That's an option. Like, I could do that. Yeah, or this Trico. I could do that. Brodie, when do you turn into a furry? Do we need to go over the furry scale? I'm not a furry. I'm definitely not a furry. Nice green screen? Yeah, definitely green screen. What about Chrome OS Flex and its container? I recently heard about Chrome OS Flex like a couple of days ago. I have no idea what Chrome OS Flex is. All I know is that it's like a like portable, not portable, a version of Chrome OS that's installable on other things, basically. I haven't tried it out, but I'm totally up for actually giving it a shot. I am using Chrome OS Flex. I would imagine that, judging by the fact that you would mention it. I don't see many people bringing up Chrome OS in my chat unless they specifically using it. Sure, it's green screen. Yana, G-Gen, Weaver. Yeah, I've also got a green screen shirt on. Like, this shirt is actually part of my background. This avatar looks 3D. Who's to say it's not? Should have taken a picture of your old room and used a green screen to bring it back. That would... Oh my god, that would have actually been an amazing idea. Okay. I do have a green screen. Give me one moment. Here's the blue side, and here's the green side. I just don't have a stand to use it, so that's the only reason why I'm not using it. Otherwise, I probably would. How long until Brodie becomes a virtual YouTuber, a VTuber, you might say? We can... give me 1 second. I can arrange something. Hella MS hating on Linux e-celebs, but love Brodie's vid. Are people hating on Linux e-celebs? I also understand not wanting to associate with 4chan as a YouTuber. I just don't want to associate with 4chan as a person. I don't think it has much to do with being a YouTuber. Here you go. I am VTuber now. I can make the image smaller. Wait. No, don't move that. Image. Here we go. Look, I have become VTuber. There you go. Where's the cat? He should appear in all videos. We have this cat. No, so, okay, here's the thing with the cat, right? The cat wasn't my cat. The cat was a cat we were looking after at that house. So, that cat is now back with his owner, and I don't have the cat. So, yeah. Brodie will be a VTuber the moment he embraces his Hawaiian shirts again. I can just put a Hawaiian shirt on, like, right now if you want. Like, my wardrobe's just over there. Make her move. I can, like, move it up and down. That's about as far as we can go with that. Cute but needs a maid outfit. I think we can establish this. Get a cat, steal the cat. I feel like one of you have got a difference of priorities in your hand. Hello cat not confirmed. What's 4chan? Is that like Chan that's number 4 or something? It's the hacker. It's that like elite hacker known as 4chan. Brodie will make remembering your channel easy. Should I just like put a space in my name and it'll just make people remember who I am easily? I think that's not a bad idea. You should actually become a Linux VTuber. I'll literally watch you every day. Did you know there actually is a... I'm not Amelia. I've mentioned Amelia before, but what's the channel? The Asahi Linux one. Asahi Lena, there you go. No, don't play the audio, there you go. VTuber, here you go. Which is totally not someone who was already working on the Asahi Linux project. definitely not. Go to cat's shelter, bring 3, done. Oh, go to a cat shelter. That's not a bad idea. Thoughts on Baby Wogue. So, you want to know something fun? I've got a podcast lined up. A podcast lined up next week. Not with Baby Wogue, but with a certain other creator that doesn't particularly like Baby Wogue. So, that'll be fun when that happens. And I'm very excited for that one to happen. Linux VTuber like a talking penguin. Is there a talking penguin? Yes, it is Niccolo. Niccolo is coming onto the podcast. Baby Wogue's cute, and he's probably some old fat guy in his mid-50s. Maybe mid-30s. I don't want to, like, overage him. Katie, you do. Yes, it is Niccolo. Baby Wogue is true. Well, look, I'm not gonna argue with that. But, yeah, I don't have anything to say in response to that. I'm not gonna argue with that. Linux VTubers, Rogue Ren. Ren's great. I love Ren. Schematics. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, I think I've raided Schematics once. Emilia, Helena, Kimbe, Gakukuru. I don't recognize that one. Baby Wogue is fake. I don't think I should I don't think I should take what you say seriously. Come on, guys, don't judge. I pinged you on Discord. What did you ping me about? When setting up ambient lights. I'm not sure what I'm... Is my camera lagging? It is lagging. When did that start happening? Okay. Okay, now we're good. I don't know what happened. Brodie, after you finish, make a distro. I didn't know I was making a distro. That's the news to me. Anyway, the lighting. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with my backdrop. Like, I've been considering messing around with stuff, but considering I have this curtain here, my initial plan was to have lights going across, but with the way my camera's set up right now, I don't really think it's gonna work unless I go and get like a wide angle lens, which I've considered doing, but I kind of like the lens sort of as it is. I think, at least for now, this is pretty much the look we're gonna have. I'm not certain if I'm gonna change stuff in the future, like, things absolutely can happen, I can mess with stuff, things like that, but I think for right now, this is basically the look we're gonna get. I still do have the lights, they're in like one of my other rooms. I probably could use them with this setup, I don't think it would look anywhere near as good. I think this does look better than I was doing before. It's in general, what you're going to see is the NeoFetch and console. I want to put OpenSUSE as container instead. I don't know what you just said. You should... Wait, I have threads enabled in my... Wait, I have threads enabled in my general announcements. I should probably fix that. Yeah, thank you guys. I'll do that. So here we... Why shouldn't they comment in threads that are on a chat they shouldn't be able to comment in? What? That doesn't make any sense. Can't wait for Brodie Linux to release never. I didn't know I was making a distro. I don't know what I'm looking at here, and I don't... Yeah, I see a I see a very, very low resolution picture of Linux right now. Yes. You should stick RGB strips on your hoodie. That'd be pretty based. It's not a bad idea, is it? We just make Drive development series on Minix 3, of course. I don't even know where I would start with that. Like, there are so many things that I could certainly spend my time on, but that's one of those ones where I don't even know what I would do. It's Chrome OS on Debian. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know they're talking about LFS. Look, I don't even know if it's going to actually... If it's even going to function at the end. Wait, you ping the wrong person? Good to know you're finally inviting Niccolo. Yeah, it's finally happening. It's certainly taken a while, that's for sure. I just realized that Brodie is Brodie. Good job, you've just noticed what people noticed back when I was in primary school or elementary school or whatever you want to call it in your country. Who's Niccolo? You know what, we'll give Niccolo a shout out. Why not? He makes great videos. I have no idea how to spell his last name. He's, yeah, I can't spell his name. Here we go. Right now, he's one of the KDE contributors. Like, his entire channel is based around KDE and stuff he's doing on KDE. And, like, the development philosophy of KDE, things like that. Yeah, the KDE dev Niccolo. And right now, he is going to war with Baby Wogue. And it's doing pretty well for his channel, to be completely honest. So, Look, I respect the fact that he's doing it. I for the longest time have had my own personal issues with Baby Wogue. So, look, go ahead, man. If you wanna go to war with Baby Wogue, I fully support it. Let's see. Oh, cool, you put his channel in there. Wow, that link does not know what to do with the special characters in the name. Any GNOME chats in chat. I'm sure there's some GNOME users here. I've said it before, I don't really dislike GNOME. Like, I think GNOME is a perfectly fine desktop environment. I think KDE is perfectly fine. I think XSCE is perfectly fine. They're all perfectly fine. Like, there are certainly things you can do to improve them, but at least from the experience that I've had with them, I haven't felt like any of them are, like, incredibly deficient in what they're capable of doing. I once tried GNOME with Qt. Oh, you replaced, what is the window manager in GNOME called? Is it Mutter? Or is Mutter the compositor? I want to say it's Mutter. So you replaced Mutter with Qtile. Wasn't Baby Wogue the GNOME guy? Why does he have beef with the KDE dev? So there's a lot of reasons why Baby Wogue... Oh, so why Niccolo's problems with Baby Wogue. One of those stems from... Is it this? Wait, no. Which video is it? It's the video about KDE not being a community company. Is it this one? I think it was this video. Ds are basically shorts. You can choose shorts based on your preferences, right? I think it was this video. Yes, it was this video. So basically, Baby Wogue wanted to make this argument that KDE wasn't a community company. And, yeah, Niccolo was not really a fan of that. And I guess he's gone back and watched some of Baby Wogue's other videos and some of his opinions on other things that KDE's done, and is now basically going to war with Baby Wogue to correct, like, everything that he said. And look, granted, both of them are incredibly biased. Like, I'm not going to say that Niccolo is right about this or Baby Wogue is right about this. Baby Wogue is a GNOME shill, and Niccolo is a KDE shill. Like, I don't think anyone's going to, like, argue whether that's the case. They are both shills for their respective desktop environments. But it is certainly interesting to see that, see the, I guess, different perspective on some of those problems. Here's the thing, when KDE and GNOME fight, they're both wrong because both of them suck. I personally like both of them. They're both good enough. Niccolo's not English, so it has special character in the URL, yes. Also, the way Niccolo says Baby Wogue is honestly the greatest thing. He doesn't say Wogue, he says Vogue. And I'm sure someone's told him at some point how to actually say his name, but, like, he just says it wrong every single time. Are they in the same weight category? I'm not sure what you're getting at here. And Pipewire just crashed again. Rip Pipewire. Baby Vogue. Yes, exactly. Baby Vogue. Is Baby Wogue... No, Baby Wogue is not a dev. Baby Wogue is a GNOME shill. Which is fine. Like, you can shill your desktop environment as much as you want. Niccolo, on the other hand, is Niccolo is actually a contributor to KDE. KDE hear you so clunky though. Look, from the Linux perspective, I think they're all basically good enough. When are they fighting in boxing match as per YouTube tradition? Look, if they have a creator clash, I would love that. Can you please change the music? I can. Here you go. Music is probably changed. Unless, wait, my media player just crashed? Okay, no, we're good. There you go. I don't actually know how to... Wait, that's random mode. How do I don't remember my bindings in this program. I think I've got it on loop, and I don't know how to unloop it. I'm using NCM PCPP. Does anyone happen to know the binding to disable looping in this program? Because I don't remember it. Why are you a weeb? Show me anime figures. I can do that. I'll grab one. Anime figure. Thank you for the follow. It's YouTube, chance to copyright. No, this is all stream-friendly music. Which media player using NCM PCPP? Does anyone happen to know the binding to disable, yeah, that thing. The repeating music, because I forgot what my binding is. Weeb Pog. Yeah, I guess you couldn't tell from the hoodie I have on. Do I have a Mucky figure? No, I have a Mucky Nendoroid, though. Which is a half figure, I guess. Why? Why? Thank you. Okay, cool. We're good. That should fix it, I think. Ah, yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Control-Alt-Backspace. I don't think that's going to be the binding. Show light novels. I can do that. Nice new room setup. Thank you. I can't say your name. I'm sorry. Nuriana? I'm going to say. That's how it is. What do we grab? You know what? What do I grab? Let's see. Shield Hero. I'm not going to grab the entire shelf off. That's not going to happen. You should get a Richard Stallman Nender. I should just get a Tux plushie. Like, I know there are some, what is it? What's the company that, sells them? Whiteboard. I don't know what whiteboard you're talking about. There's no whiteboard. Your chat seems slow. Well, then you gotta talk more. Have you seen Black Clover? My neighbor loves it. I've seen Black Clover. It's great. Linux users watch anime in Annie CLI. Or they acquire it through very specific means. Brodie is back on live. That is true, I am. I've been streaming on the gaming channel for like past month or so. I just hadn't been getting around to streaming on the main channel yet. Just because I was moving and I just didn't feel like starting it back up until I got back here. And then when I moved, I didn't want to do it on the first night because I didn't have shit set up until like 10 p.m. Then the following weekend, I was unpacking. I was not unpacking. I was building furniture like this new desk, which can do this. Wait, give me 1 second. Can do this. I was unpacking furniture and stuff like that. So, yeah, I didn't do it last weekend either. This is nice. I like this. Oh, you can see some of my posters at the back now. The ones that are like too high, like up, there. You can see some of those. I'll bring it back down. Here we go. Spy X Brodie. Spy Family is great. Have you read the 86 Light Novel? I have not, but I need to. It is definitely on my many list of things that I need to read. Standing desk? Yeah, it's standing desk. I'll put it back up. Here we go. You could totally just start streams with the desk all the way up and have it come down for the intro. That's actually a good idea, though. Like, I do like that. It's, the camera is a little bit low right now for streaming like this or recording like this, but it's totally, totally functional if I do actually put it up to where it should be. Do I watch Bay? Yes, I do watch Bay. Here we go. We'll put it up a little bit higher. It should be fine. Up there? Yeah, okay, it's still a little bit, legs confirmed. Well, we confirmed feet the other day. Someone posted a picture of my toes in my Discord. Do you plan on buying a Pine phone? SXML is amazing. Here's the funny thing. The Pine phone guys were going to send me a Pine phone like a year ago, and then they never like got in contact with me again. So, I didn't get sent a Pine phone. What camera do I use? I use a... what was the camera? Canon EOS M200. That's it. Brodie likes Australian VTubers confirmed. True. Very true. I support my native VTubers. Brodie toe clipping merch when... I'm not gonna do that, but look, if there's enough demand for it, I can work something out. I can't. See, look at this. Look how much range of motion I have now that I just didn't have before. This is actually getting really warm. I'm going to take my Ugg boots off. Yeah, there we go. Much cooler. I can, like, move around now, and I can spin around, which I couldn't do before because I'll move the chair out of the way. Because I just didn't have any space at the last house. Like, look at this. I can, like, walk around while I stream and like when I record videos and just other things like that, which I just couldn't do before. Do a Fortnite dance for good measure. No. Do the Macarena. Actually, you want to know a fun story about the Macarena? No, sorry, it wasn't Macarena. It was Nutbush. I almost broke my nose as a kid when I tripped and when I was doing the Nutbush. So I'm not going to do that. Had this mat that moved out of the way a bit. You look like a Tasmanian. Can you distinguish between different types of Australians? Because I can't. You're doing much better than I can then. What does a Tasmanian look like? Yeah, now you need to learn how to stay within the range you might. No, now I need to buy a lavalier mic, and then I can do this. Now it looks like a Melburnian. Oh, you're actually an Australian, okay. Aren't those rodents? Aren't those rodents? Aren't those rodents? I don't know what you're talking about. You can put the standing desk on loop and do I could do that. Like, I could do this. Man, I have not used the standing desk during a stream, so this is new to me. No second head. There's a lot of Aussies here right now, it seems. Super slow squats? Now, I'm not going to do a workout on stream. If you want that, you can go to Mental Outlaws channel. But that's not a bad idea, actually. Are you at all into self-hosted server applications? Depending on the context. Like, if we're talking, you know, self-hosted streaming platforms like PeerTube, not particularly. I stream in places where the people are, so... Like, as an alternative, if people want to go and use something that's not YouTube and Twitch, I guess I could set it up as, like, a third thing, but as a main thing, not really. As for things like Mastodon and, like, you know, social media-y platforms, there are certainly contexts where it makes sense. Like, the Fediverse stuff, I think does actually make a lot of sense. But... if it's something random outside of that, not really. Now, if we're going to talk about, you know, self-hosting Mastodon, Mastodon, Pleroma, things like that in the Fediverse. Oh, you're actually... I didn't know you were from the Riverland. Oh, jeez. Okay. I will eventually be in the Riverland one day. Have you considered getting a cat? Yes. That's about as far as I got. What was it going at? Right, with things like, what's the The one with the Google Drive replacement one. What's the self-hosted one that is? I don't remember. Someone remind me. Like, it's a sort of Google Drive, Google Docs sort of replacement thing that I'm forgetting the name of. Nextcloud, that one. Nextcloud, I think, actually is really cool. I just don't... Nextcloud, OwnCloud, whatever it is. Those are probably different things. I think those are cool. I just don't really have much of a use case for them right now. Riverland is Bougainville. Good, I'll fit right in then. What will the future cat be named? That's a good question. I'm literally talking about a cat. What do you mean nerd talk? I got no idea. You know what? Maybe I'll have to just, I'll just do the streamer thing and I'll leave it up to chat. Bitwarden's a very different thing. I do like Bitwarden though. Bitwarden's great. Luke doesn't work out. Luke is just permanently in shape. He just melts fat off of him through sheer thought. Tuck's still alive. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. If I say no, you'll probably all leave. Yo, it's been a while. It has. And I'm running out of alcohol. I need to grab another one. Marvel stream to name the chat. Exactly. If we're going to copy Ludwig's thumbnail, I'll copy Ludwig's naming cat stream as well. He just rants and burns carbs. Yeah, I'm sure all that thinking about, you know, Monero. Actually, have you guys seen Luke's Monero talk? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. If you haven't seen this, I'll post the link in the chat. Here you go. Look how much of a boomer he looks. Like, what is he wearing? Here you go. Go check this out after the stream. It's a very fun watch. I actually didn't notice the shoes he was wearing. He hasn't got socks on by the looks of it. And this angle is so bad as well. Like, they couldn't have picked a worse angle for him. But no, that's a great talk. I recommend that you go and watch it. And learn why he's got the dad drip. He certainly does, though. That's the thing. Check the comments in the video. Okay, why not? Let's do that. Doug put an amazing event. Okay, that's just someone who... I guess Doug's the guy who ran the event. Great video so far. Great points. Had to look up the definition of chart. I don't know what that is. Okay, just random Bitcoin-y stuff. Beta was released for VHS, so that was a bad... Sure, okay. He's... What? Wait. Wait, what is this? Well, I guess this guy thinks it looks gay. Well, how are you gonna live with yourself now? Love me some white mental outlaw. These comments are actually incredible. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't notice that thumbnail. Wait, what is this? Look at this thumbnail. Wait, here we go. That's actually beautiful. I love that. What a beautiful image that is. Oh my god. Man. How I wish I could be as glorious and a dad look as Luke is. Hey, how are you? I am doing great, Net Unix. Bold, Brodie. One day I will be bold. One day. Boldness runs in my family, so, you know, I'll eventually probably be bold, and I'm not going to hold on to the hair when it happens. Brodie, you just self-host Wallerbag? For your own use, it would help you archive web pages and tweets before they get off. but they get deleted. It also makes stuff searchable. That actually sounds like a good idea. I will, I'll write that down, actually. Wallabag. Hi, you're gonna try... you know, we're talking about streams I was gonna do before, and I completely forgot. Yes, I am going to be doing some more mind test stuff. And, because, look, the last time I did mind test, it was not a good situation. My GPU was playing off at the time. I guess drivers were weird. The game was not running well. I didn't have mods set up beforehand, so, you know, it just wasn't a good idea. And if I do it again, I'll probably have a server set up and things like that. So, mind test is going to happen. Same with a lot of the other open sourcey games we've done. No, I'm not going to play Zero AD for the same reason I'm not going to do Mindustry again, just because I'm not good at those style of games, and I just don't feel like they're really fun, fun to watch me play. Like, I totally understand DT having fun with them, him having fun doing a stream, but I'm not good at those games. I've never really played them that much. I've played Age of Empires 2 on the PS2, and that was about as far as I got. Mind Test is basically a Minecraft clone. Yeah, that's what it is. It's basically a Minecraft clone. Boss Minecraft. Yes, and there's I wouldn't say a big modding scene, but there's certainly a modding scene for it. And considering that it's all open source, modding it is, you know, I would imagine a lot easier than, doing it for Minecraft, where you do have to, like, worry about, you know, what you can actually get access to. Here, you can do whatever you want, basically. Did he kill the penguin? No, I've a Rowlet, though. You could honestly be a Minecraft streamer, play Minecraft and shield Linux to toddlers. Look, if I actually wanted to make money on YouTube, I would be a Minecraft streamer, or actually better yet, a Roblox streamer. I think Roblox is much bigger at this point. I think that's where the money's at. I have a friend who devs for Mind Test. That's awesome. Did you try Tyson? No, I didn't. But that is something that I absolutely would love to do. I think I've played it once. I just haven't played it on stream. I definitely need to do that. Taisei. No, not Taisei Corporation. There's a couple of open source Toho games that I do need to try out. If anyone has any here you go. If you want to recommend me an open source game, recommend me anything that isn't a RTS. If it is not an RTS, I will consider playing it. If it is an RTS, I'm not, because I'm very bad at them, and I think they're boring to watch me play them. So you're telling me to stream Roblox... Wait, to stream Roblox to make money on YouTube. If your goal is to make money on YouTube, either that, or be a crypto YouTuber. Crypto YouTuber is probably your best option, just because you get really good ads, and you get a lot of really stupid people who watch you say basically anything. Like, you can know literally nothing, but if you say the words that make sense, then crypto YouTube is basically where it's at. But if you can in some way, look into getting a mobile Linux device. I actually do want to do that. I would love to do some PinePhone stuff, SXMO and things like that. How much is a PinePhone right now? Let's just check. PinePhone. Also, I know my camera wobbles a lot. I need to think about what I want to do. You can go on crypto YouTube by getting hacked. Yeah, you can. There was actually a really big channel I watched. I think it was... I want to say it was MXR's original channel. He had like 1 million subs at the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't know who MXR is. His channel got hacked and got replaced with one of those... You've probably seen them before. Channels that are just streaming like a stream of some random Elon Musk interview. And they pretend like it's the Tesla Corporation channel. So the PinePhone Beta Edition Linux smartphone, that's a ridiculously long name, is out of stock until June. And this version of the PinePhone So what's different about them? Oh, with the convergence package. What is the convergence package? It includes a thingy. Okay, that makes sense. Does it wait, do they have a Australian power adapter? Because if they don't, that I can obviously get one. Doesn't look, I don't know what it actually comes with. MXR. Yes. Okay, some of you guys do know who MXR is then. Yeah, MXR plays, yeah. It's fine, he hasn't used the channel in like 3 years anyway. He just does Reddit reaction content with his girlfriend, so I don't think he's particularly worried about it. The Linux experiment got hacked by Crypto Bros. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that happened. Yeah, that happened a while back, didn't it? That naming sucked. No one to buy a phone that has beta edition in the name. Well, no, that's what it is. Okay, here's the thing. You probably shouldn't buy a Pine phone. This is something that the Pine phone devs will tell you as well. You probably shouldn't buy a Pine phone unless you're a dev or you're someone who is specifically trying to, you want to try out beta hardware, because that's what this is. This is not supposed to be a daily driver ready experience yet. It might be for certain people, but like this, they are very happy to admit that that's what this is. I'd argue the target audience interested in the Pine phone wouldn't care that it's beta. Exactly, that's the other thing. Like, if you're the sort of person who was going to buy a Linux phone, you were going to buy a Linux phone. Everyone that's interested in getting this are tinkerers. Basically, yeah. Have you seen Dev Team by Clockwork Pi? It's an ARM-based Linux handheld that's inspired by those old-school cyber decks. No, but I will look it up right now. I've been considering the Pine phone for a while. The Pine phone honestly, I think the Pine phone looks really cool. Here we go. Ooh. That's a really weird and neat device. Huh. Buy. How much is it? Okay. Oh, but you can get them in, like, sort of Game Boy sort of shapes. That's actually really neat. Huh. Oh, wow. I actually really like that. That's awesome. Brodie, maybe a stream about installing Linux distro on your phone. If I get a Pine phone, without a doubt, there'll be, like, there'll be content like that, without a doubt. Pine phone is basically a Raspberry 3 with a screen. I think it's, yeah, basically. It's different hardware, but effectively that is the case. I got one for €60 on eBay. It's pretty good. Are we talking about, this Clockwork Pi? Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I'll take a look. It's certainly something I can chuck onto the many list of things that I would like to mess around with at some point. It's just a matter of, getting my hands on it and then doing that. What stops you from running Linux on a cheap Android phone? Not having a cheap Android phone. If I actually would want to do something like that, it actually could be fun. Linux on Android and messing with some of the custom Android ROMs. Let me see here. Okay. I haven't really looked into that sort of world though. My dog chewed its knob, but it's sorry. My dog chewed its knob. Don't let your dog chew its knob. That's a bad idea. Oh lord. Install Linux on your daily phone. Not a shot. I have a problem with my current install, but I'm unsure if it is related to my DM or my, I guess you'd mean DE, or my distro. Where would be, thank you for the follow, RJ. Where would be a good place to ask for general Linux help for people who don't know the exact problem? If you don't know, when it's a problem like that, that's one of those problems that's pretty hard to get any sort of support about it. Because no matter where you go, you're always going to have people saying, hey, what's give me this detail or that detail. What are you running? What's this? What's that? And I don't think there's really anywhere that you could, without, you know, pointing out the specific issue. I think, okay, here's what I would suggest. Point out the issue you have and mention what you are using and all of that stuff. But I don't even know. Reddit, I would say, is probably one of your best shots, because you wouldn't want to go to any of the specific forums. If you go to one of, like, even if it's something like, you know, the Ubuntu forums or anything like that, I presume there are Ubuntu forums, you're still going to have people that sort of expect you to know a lot more than you seem to know about your problem. I would say, obviously not r/Linux, that's not a help forum. I forgot what there is a subreddit about Linux help. Yeah, Linux for Noobs or Linux question. Yeah, actually, Linux for Noobs is probably one of your better bets to go with. Based anime posters. Yeah, so we've got, they've got 2 more off to the side here. You know, I'm gonna move the camera. We'll show you. I showed them on the other stream the other day. There's a Saber Lily there. There's a regular Saber there. Sakura. Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. I've got a Madoka one in the background. There's a Greninja down there. Back there, you can't see it behind. I actually can move this, can't I? You can kind of see it. Back there's a Saitama, the one on the far right. Then there's a Heaven's Feel poster down here. Yeah, down the bottom there, Heaven's Feel poster. Then Makoto from Persona 5. Madoka from Madoka Magica. A Alolan, Marowak, and then the legendary bird trio from the first gen of Pokemon. From the Kanto region. I got some Fetty Bros on here, nice. Long live the Fediverse. Exactly, the Fediverse is great. Yeah, I would go Linux Noobs as for getting you help. That's probably your best bet, I would say. Maybe someone has a better suggestion, but that's what I would use at least. No room tour. I mean, for a full room tour. There will be one that happens at some point. Main thing I'm waiting for is for the rest of the house to be done, because I want to do like a full house tour as well. That's pretty much most of the way there, but there's still some, like, because we did painting recently, so there's still tape to take down, and still need to buy a couple of things to, like, fill out the rest of the house. But once that's done, probably in, like, a month or so, then that's definitely when we're going to be doing it. Also, I'm going to grab a drink, so I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy talking amongst yourselves for a moment. Here you go, here's for the feet people. Here's another feet reveal. There you go. You want to print Linux. Anyone know what mic Brodie is using? This is a Shure SM7B. And I can make the Shure naked by doing this. That probably sounded terrible. I'm sorry for that. PP mic, exactly. Top left local time clock is gone, and it's really bugging me. I can put it back, like that's an option. I just don't have it. Wait, do I have it set up right now? Wait. I can't remember how I had it set up before. Who are the people not using Arch right now? What peripherals do you use? Here we go. Here is a Logitech G305. We've got a... Wait. Logitech G600 MMO mouse. This is the one it focuses on it. This is the one I use for playing Final Fantasy XIV. My keyboard is a KC Cherry Stream. The full version. There is a 10 keyless that came out recently as well. The mic here is a Shure SM7B. The camera is a Canon EOS M200 with a Sigma 1.4 16mm lens. The mixer I got here, the like soundboard, mixer board, whatever you want to call it. I've got a Yamaha MG10XU. My main, don't ask my monitors actually. I've got 3 monitors here. My lights are Neewer 176s, and that one back there is as well. My chair is something I got from a office store. I have no idea what it is. I think it was called Executive Chair. And my desk, actually I'll show you my desk, because these guys are cool. Run it noise. I actually do want to, that's another thing I do want to mess around with. Like, part of the reason why I want to mess with some of the distros on stream. I do want to do things, like mess with Run it and OpenRC, things like that. Lazy Mason desk. Here we go. You just make sure it's not going to show my address or anything like that. No, I'm not signed in. Okay, cool. Here is the... none of you guys outside of Australia are going to be able to buy these, but this is the... I think this one? Yeah, this is the one I'm using. This is the desk I have. Keep in mind, this is also Australian pricing, so I think it's more like 350 US, not actually this price. But yeah, this is the desk I'm using with the Oz Oak and the black frames. So yeah, there you go. This is the desk. But they only ship in Australia anyway, so if you're not in Australia, you won't be able to buy it. Change system D to run it without changing your distro. I'm not going to do it on my personal distro, but if I was going to do it, it would be fun actually. The desk doesn't actually weigh 120 kilos. That's the amount of weight it supports. So like I could sit on the desk and it's not going to break. Is it silly to run PopOS with KDE Plasma? Is it any different from just running Kubuntu? I would say the difference you get is... Oh, it's 360? Oh, I actually did my maths pretty well. I would say the benefit you still get is the like semi-rolling release sort of thing that PopOS is going for it. So you have your drives and stuff being updated a lot more than you would have on Kubuntu, but mostly it's going to be Kubuntu for the most part. Nothing wrong with that. Brodie's friend Ren does exactly... Does Ren use KDE? I didn't know that, huh? He showed me pictures of his desktop. I should know that. You should write a script to raise/lower the desk from the command line. That would involve, like, messing with electronics, and that's not something I've ever had any experience with, but it certainly would be a fun project to, like, actually mess around with. Yeah, I think it actually would be cool to do. It's just, I don't even know where I would start with that. Next April Fools? Wait, what's the next April Fools? As in doing what? I'm not sure what you're getting at with that. I started with PopOS because I like KDE Plasma more than GNOME. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Well, the GNOME that PopOS runs isn't, like, it's as much GNOME as Ubuntu's version of GNOME is. Like, it's technically still GNOME under the hood, but it's so far removed with how many, like, plugins and modifications it has that it is sort of like a different desktop environment. Arduino controller desk. Yeah, I know there are ways I can do it. It's just I don't even know where I would begin with that. It's pronounced GNOME. Look, if I start saying GNOME, people are going to start saying to me, it's pronounced GNOME again. So I'm just going to say it how I say it. I find PopShell a bit bloated over default GNOME, in my opinion. It probably is. I personally do like vanilla GNOME. I'm not a big fan of Ubuntu's version. Thank you for the follow, Oz Tempest. I find PopShell a bit... Oh, I've read that. Make a robotic arm to click buttons on your desk, which takes command line through an API or something. That seems like a very over-engineered solution to that problem. Wasn't System 76 move on GNOME? Move on from GNOME and make PopShell. So, what they're basically doing is... I can't remember what it's called. Not it's some star name. Not Galaxy, that's not right. What the hell was the new desktop environment they were making? Someone here will know. Cosmic, thank you. I know it was a space-based name. Yeah. So, what their version of GNOME they've called it is Cosmic. And eventually they're going to make a actual desktop environment, which is actually Cosmic. And the big question is, Mate or Mate? I say Mate because I refuse to say Mate. I will say GNOME because I don't care about GNOME. But I'm going to say Mate because I'm not going to... If I start saying Mate, I'm going to start saying Mate in my day-to-day life. Like, hey Mate, that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to say Mate, so I'm going to stick with that. Made in Rust. Speaking of Rust, that's another thing I'm going to be doing on my channel here. So, I am thinking of doing some programming sort of videos while I'm streaming as well. So sort of, how would I describe it? Like not, I guess programming, learn-alongs, you want to call it? Yeah, g'day, Mate. See, exactly, if I do that, it's going to start messing my day-to-day life. Do what Cyan did. Specifically, what would that be? Rewriting the Linux kernel in Rust. Look, I don't need to do that. Someone else is going to do it for me. Yeah. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some decent, reading the Rust docs ASMR. Maybe I'll have to do that. But I'm going to find some decent resources on learning languages, and I would like to go over sort of learning different, not just necessarily useful languages like Rust and Python and things like that. Even things that just you wouldn't really productively use. Rewrite in Brainfuck, exactly. Rewrite Postgres in Rust. How about I just rewrite Postgres in SQL? I just implement it in another database system. Take DistroTube's work and re-implement it in Rust, then use this thumbnail for bait. That's actually a good idea. I like that, actually. Yeah, Cyan's ASMR docs were amazing. I'm not sure what Cyan's doing now. I know she's not been streaming for quite a while. I'm guessing she's probably busy with work and stuff. But, who's Cyan? We'll give Cyan a shout out as well. Here we go. Cyan Yan. Here's her channel. I know she occasionally does some streams on the Twitch side, but she hasn't done much on YouTube in a while. I presume someone who hangs out in a Discord probably knows more. When if she comes back consistently, I'll definitely have to bring her either back onto this channel for some sort of collab or back onto the podcast for a collab. I've been learning a lot of sysadmin stuff, but I want to learn coding, so I'll definitely keep an eye out on what you upload. Yeah, like, I sort of wanted to be... I wanted to sort of be, like, learn along things. I don't just want it to be, hey, I'm just totally invested in the docs. And I also don't want it to be, like, people are just constantly, I guess, coaching me along. I do want it to be, hey, I don't know this, and maybe we can, like, maybe I'll explore this, I'll explore that, and hopefully people who are also new to the language can sort of get something out of it as well. Is real-time kernel worth it for gaming? Real-time kernel? I can't answer that question. I don't know what that is. Do you know Bugrider's channel? I am aware of Bugrider. I have not spoken to him wait, have I? Wait. I may have had a couple comments back and forth at one point, but I haven't had like an actual like proper discussion. His feature is a series of LFS. Yes, Cyan did do a LFS series, yes. Real-time kernel may not be good for games. Look at the Zanmod kernel. Yeah, Zanmod and the other one. Someone is going to get the name. Colonel. The one that people used to recommend for gaming before ZanMod. It's packaged... Zen. Thank you. That one. It's packaged on most distros. Yeah, I got Bug Drive banned from Arch's TG group last summer, but he's a pretty cool guy. Wait, how did you do that? You've talked Bug Drive before when he showed me in stream. Yeah, I thought I'd comment. I had some sort of comment thread back and forth. I didn't think I'd had any sort of private discussion with him, though. That's what I meant. I wasn't sure where I had a conversation with him, but I know it was somewhere. Well, I didn't know as... yeah, Zen, I think... Yeah, Zen is the Licorice Kernel. The Licorice is the Debian version, and then Zen is on other places. Oi there. Oi. What you doing, mate? How you doing? It's time for the Australian Linux streamer. Yeah. I can't do don't ask me to do an entire video in that. I can't do... if I try to say, like, tech words in that voice, it doesn't happen. Like, that voice is not made for anything remotely intelligent. So we finish Mr. Robot Season 4. I will do so at some point, but I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. Wait, why do they name... Wait, what? Why do they name it different? I'm not sure. Zen is a hypervisor. Zen with a Z, not Zen with an X. I didn't know Zen with an X was a thing. How many hours sleep do you get? Generally, in the 7 to 8 hour range. Is using a NVIDIA GPU on Linux really that bad? Currently AMD game, you want to buy a new GPU in the next year or so. From my understanding, if you're on Xorg, it's probably fine. If you're on Wayland, it's probably fine if you're doing everything native Wayland. If you need X Wayland, it's less than fine. But it is slowly getting better from my understanding. Have you tried BSDs apart from FreeBSD? No, and not FreeBSD either. Angular or React? Well, judging by my channel, apparently Angular, because I made a video on Angular, which was a really bad video, and I don't recommend you go and watch it. But Ronson's probably going to leave a link to it now because I mentioned it. Australia, Israel, Philippines, the OI alliance. Do all of these regions say OI? I didn't know that. Why are we typing in Japanese in chat? Have you done Japanese 101 there? Yes, a Temple OS review. That is on the agenda for when I do mess around with various distros like Bedrock and NixOS and Temple OS and things like that. It's definitely gonna happen. People need to try out the Chinese version of Ubuntu as well. I have a shitty GT 710. Why do people keep buying these GPUs? I have had 3 separate people on my channel tell me they bought a GT 710. I had one guy even, like, defending the fact that he bought a GT 710. Why do you people keep buying them? Just buy an APU, it's gonna be faster. It breaks every time it updates drivers. Well, there's another reason not to buy it. Brodie should rewrite OpenBSD in Modular 3. I don't know what that is, but I'll consider it. When will you hang the whiteboard on the wall? I have no idea what you're talking about. What whiteboard? Hi, is this an anime IRC? Well, if you're on Twitch, then Twitch actually is IRC based. If you didn't know that, Twitch's chat actually is just IRC. I'm pretty sure you can just join it with a regular IRC client as well, which is actually really cool. GT710 should be good for 1080p transcoding at least. It's good for getting a video output. Like, it's not a good card by any definition. I have a GTX 960. Isn't that on the edge of NVIDIA support? I think that's like the oldest card, like the oldest generation of cards they support. I was scared, man. I got a 1050 Ti when then the dealer said the GT710 was better. I was 10 back then. I didn't know shit. Ah. Wait, how long ago did you buy it? Wait, I was 10 back then, didn't know shit. Wait, how old are you now? When will you hang your whiteboard? What whiteboard? I have a GTX 970, and I use it for my Plex media server transcoding workflow. Yeah, I'm sure for video decoding, like, a card like that's gonna be fine. GT 710 definitely isn't gonna be a thing that I would ever suggest buying. Isn't it wild to hear people saying they're buying GPUs again? I'm gonna show you Australian pricing for GPUs. Because our pricing is like... Okay, our pricing always looks ridiculous, so keep in mind that this is Australian prices. But GPUs are actually, like, relatively reasonably priced here. Like, all things considered. So we're going to look at... This is the 6600 XT. So this is $499. You know, I'll just bring up the entire list of... AMD cards. Why not? All AMD GPUs. And then sort by price low to high. Look, another thing is the fact that you can actually buy GPUs. That's something I couldn't have said a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, really. Also, I love how it's saying on sale, normally $709. $449 for an RX 6600, which is more than it should be, without a doubt. But it certainly is a lot closer to how it should be priced. 6700 XT for $780, normally $1,179. That's not like how it should be priced. Like, this is so much closer to actual reasonable pricing. Brodie, if money was no issue, what GPU would you pick? This one. The biggest one. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't buy this one because it's not in stock. This one. the biggest AMD card in stock. I am considering buying the 7000 series card. Because my card right now is I'm currently running a RX 570. So, basically, no matter what I buy, it's gonna be, like, double the performance. Brodie would look really nice as a femboy. No. I'm gonna say no to that. Yeah. Why GPU names so long, though? Have you heard about monitors? Is 7000 series due to release anytime this year? I believe it's 4th quarter. The rumors are saying 4th quarter. I believe that Nvidia is rumored 3rd quarter, I want to say. Brodie, you're still in college, or did you pass out? Did you pass out? Did I pass out? I think he does mean dropped out. No, I graduated. I have shown my degree once or twice before. Yeah. What do you do for a living apart from YouTube? I put boxes on shelves. So, not much. Mate, you know, as everyone passes out in college. True, though. Very true. Have you tried DWL, Wayland version DWM without a bar? I have not, but that's one of the many things that is on my list. I also want to go and try, Swayfire. Swayfire I also want to try. No, they meant did they mean graduated or did they mean drop out? I'm not sure what was meant, actually. I didn't drop out, I did graduate. What's your degree? I have a honors in software engineering. So, you know, like, probably should be doing something with the degree. Yeah, I mean graduated. Okay, you did mean graduated. Can you do a video explaining core CTL for people who have never owned a graphics card before? Core CTL. What is core CTL? That's ringing a bell to me. It is a command line tool to perform reloads. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Yes, actually, I can do that. I need to go and mess around with it. But yes, I can do that. Absolutely, without a doubt. College and Ninja are pretty shitty, though. I dropped out last year, or last den? I think it means... I'm not sure what you mean. And now I'm doing full-time big bounties. I guess you mean, like... Bounties are, like... Isn't that, like, a little software project sort of thing? Bogan Linux distro would be called Linux can't. Exactly. If that doesn't exist, someone go and make it right now. Stop watching the stream right now and go and make that distro, and I will review it right now, at this very moment. What do we have? Last semester. Right, okay. I heard AMD cards are a bit difficult to work with when editing or stream recording high resolutions like 4K than NVIDIA. Hope hardware encoding gets better on AMD. I do 1080p, so I have not experienced those 4K issues. And if you're most people don't stream at 4K anyway. Recording, yeah, I can get that, but most people don't stream at 4K. But I personally haven't had much of an issue. I know that you do need to use AMD's proprietary drivers if you want to mess with what is it? Is it open? It might be OpenCL video encoding or something like that. There's a couple of programs like DaVinci Resolve that do require the proprietary drivers. First time catching the stream, watch on Odyssey most of the time. Wow, I actually have Odyssey. I do kind of feel bad for the Odyssey people because there was a time when I was super into Odyssey and then I just sort of... I sort of just let it fade down a bit and now it just sort of does its own thing. I do need to get around... to actually putting the streams back on Odyssey. I need to start using Odyssey more. It would be nice if more people did. Where are you getting money from apart from YouTube? Is it all from YouTube that you're able to survive or your family still gives you money? No, I have a second job. I work in a supermarket. That was asked like 5 minutes ago. You missed it or just joined? I don't know. Autocorrect, so shit, true. This is the longest time I watched a stream. It's pretty fun. You should watch more streams. They're fun. I enjoy them. And I enjoy them where there are people to bounce off. What is my favorite window manager? Favorite window manager? I can talk about my favorite one right now is... Like, I use Awesome right now. So I guess technically Awesome, but I think the one that I've spent the most time messing around with... Probably, if we're going to go through it like that, probably BSPWM. What video editor do you use? I was using Olive for quite a while, but I've recently gone back to using Kdenlive. Olive's been having a couple of issues for me recently, just because like I'm still waiting for 0.2 to come out, and 0.1, it's getting a bit old, and it's just getting a bit flaky, and I've gone back to Kdenlive. I'm going to do another video on Kdenlive talking about why I went back to it, but maybe use DaVinci, maybe. But at least for now, I'm using Kdenlive. Please use TempleOS as your daily driver. God will protect you. I might have to consider it, to be honest. New at the channel, new at Linux, where should I start? New for the channel, I recommend watching the latest video. And new to Linux, I'm not sure what you're asking about where to start. Do you mean distro? Do you mean like resources? I'm not sure. Not sure what you're getting at there. Also, you have a Minions picture. Why do you have a Minions picture? Do you know the channel of the guy who's making Olive? He's also a really good content creator. Isn't it like Matt KC or something like that? I think is the name of the guy. That sounds right. Yeah, Matt KC. I have not watched his channel before, but I had heard about him. Yeah. Which is kind of random for like... You watch this guy's channel, it doesn't seem like a guy who's making a video player. The thumbnail is... this. Wait. Yeah, there we go. He's a boomer. Boomers love their minions. I have noticed that. I don't understand why. Hi, Brodie. Just woke up. What's up? Double lemon. Double lemons. I didn't focus on it. I recommend double lemons. They're good and they're dangerous. Too much. They're 1.5 drinks in one can, and they don't taste like alcohol. You can drink too much and it very easily. What is the free and open source video editor equivalent to Adobe Premiere? Caden Live is your best bet. There's nothing, like, there's nothing at the level of, like, I guess, someone's gonna say Blender. I guarantee someone's gonna say Blender. But Caden Live is probably the closest. There's nothing really at the level of what you have in the proprietary world. What is your recently favorite anime? You have to think. What would be my recently Mushoku Tensei? Yeah. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna say Mushoku Tensei. Another person asked what I do for work. Are people just joining and asking it, or people just re-asking the question just for the sake of it? What chats for private use? Google Chat, Facebook Chat. For private use? Here's the thing about, like, chat applications, right? I can sit here and tell you how great Matrix is. I can go on about how, like, the use cases that IRC has, that this has, that has. I use whatever people I'm talking to use. So if they're on Discord, I'm going to use Discord. If they're on Matrix, I'm going to use Matrix. If they're on Facebook Messenger, I'm going to use Facebook Messenger. Brodie, who works at a supermarket after getting a degree, bruh. I also make videos on the internet. Look up the Woolshed Brewery. Wait, do you think I don't know what the Woolshed is? Man, I love the Woolshed. Woolshed's fun. Wait, there's a different Woolshed. Why are there two places called Woolshed? Okay, what is the Woolshed Brewery? This also looks cool. Why are there two places called Woolshed? Why is Woolshed a popular name to give establishments? I don't understand this. Wait, is my music playing? Am I just deaf? Oh, no. The reason I can't hear my music is because my speaker turned off. That would explain it. Have you ever met a fan of your channel at work? You want a fun story, actually? There's a guy, he's not a fan of the channel. He just happened to find my channel from a video I did about my university, like, I don't know, a year or two ago. But there's a guy at work who knows, he started working. So he knew about my channel and then started working there. Does your family not allow you to stay with them, or it's just the city where you're graduating from? No, so okay. I think I've told the story plenty of times, like why I moved out. But so when I was 18, 19, something like that, actually we're a bit further than that. When I was like 16 or so, my parents split up. Then around when I was like 18, 19, so when I was in my first year of university, my mum met her new partner, and he lives up in the Riverland, so like about 150 kilometers away from here. So they, she decided to go and move up with him, and that was just not going to work for me and also my sister. And basically from there, I had to just go and find my own place to live, pretty much. And I guess ever since then, I've either been living, mostly living in, like, with roommates for the most part. For the most part, also random people. Like, this, I've met some fucking characters, but now I'm just living with one of my mates from high school, and it's a much more pleasant experience than some of those previous places I've lived at. Plus, this place just has so much more room, and yeah, I like it here. I've only been here for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I don't know, something like that. And it's chill. Living with randoms is interesting. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I recommend it as an experience. I don't recommend you keep doing it forever, but I certainly would suggest it as it's a way to understand the sort of how other people live their lives, I guess, is one way to put it. Do you play Elden Ring? I will play Elden Ring at some point. And when I play Elden Ring, I'm going to stream it on the gaming channel. Don't your roommates say, why the fuck are you always in computer? Or do they intrude and talk when you're just an introvert? No, most of the people that I've lived with have sort of just, like, been in their rooms most of the time. And everyone I've lived with knows that I do YouTube anyway. So, yeah. It's not really that weird. Like, they know that I sort of half work from home anyway. So, the fact that I'm in my room is, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Real Me is in Australia. Yes, it's the Real Me C5. I don't know why you mentioned Real Me, but yes. I've got my Chinese phone here. Why is Brodie such an extrovert? I don't know if I would say I'm an the introvert and extrovert are like really weird terms that I feel like a lot of people sort of misuse. I don't think a lot of people who define themselves as introverts or extroverts are really, you know, one or the other. Like, you'll have a lot of people say, oh, I'm an introvert, therefore I don't do this. Or I'm an extrovert, therefore I don't do this. Or therefore I do this. Things like that. But I feel like a lot of people sort of use that definition of themselves as an excuse to not do certain things. I tend to, like, keep to myself. Like, that's typically what I do. Whether I'd call myself an introvert or not, I don't know if that's really the case. I certainly like to, you know, I'm happy to be by myself. I'm happy to, you know, just sit around by myself, things like that. But if someone, you know, invites me out to go to the pub or something like that, I'll probably do it, unless I'm busy with something. Like, I've been clubbing plenty of times before. Like, I don't have an issue, you know, going out. I have an issue being by myself. I sort of just go at it by the day, I guess. Introverts and extroverts, two extremes of spectrum. You can lie anywhere on there, like ambivert and extrovert. Wait, extrovert and extrovert. I'm sure in certain accents, those two words are pronounced differently. But those are pronounced exactly the same way in my accent. Instant red flag, Lamau. Red flag? What red flag? What's your favorite Aussie beer? I do not drink beer. There is a good reason why I'm drinking these. I do not drink beer. The closest I will get to beer is cider. And if you're going to ask me what is my favorite cider, then probably Summersby. I don't know if that exists outside of Australia, but Summersby. The most basic cider in Australia you can find, that's for sure. According to my accent, extrovert and extrovert sound differently. Extrovert, I guess you would say extrovert and extrovert? I don't know how you would say it, actually. Are you a smoker? No, I'm definitely not a stroker. Stroker? Smoker. I'm definitely not a smoker. I'm definitely not a smoker. Oh, God. The closest thing I get is Sting. It's an energy drink, carbonated, and contains caffeine. That is so far from a beer that, that I don't know why you're bringing it up. An Aussie that doesn't drink beer isn't even an Aussie. Look, I could just drink Jack Daniels all the time. That would make me Aussie enough. I don't think most... Look, if you're gonna drink whiskey in Australia, the vast majority of people just drink Jack Daniels. Are you a stroker? I'll leave that for the after show. You hide all those waifus when you make your videos, do I? No, not my recent videos. I'm in a new room. That's why you probably haven't seen them. Unless you, guess you haven't watched a recent video. Summersby is Danish. There you go. I didn't know that. Like, this is a recent video I uploaded. Is it gonna... Is the thing gonna load? Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. I definitely hide the figures. For sure. Definitely don't have them in the background all the time. Do you have a partner? No, I don't. Is it winter in Australia? I don't know. Is it? Is it? Wait, what season is it in America? It's the opposite of that. I don't know what season. I'm guessing it's autumn or winter. I can't remember what season it is. Smoke enough and you become a stroker. Yes, it is. Wait, it is it is winter. Okay. Okay, cool. Try drinking Moscow Mule. Next person to super chat gets to be Brodie's boyfriend. Maybe. If you're above 18. It's summer in America. Okay. Okay. Brodie, are you on drugs 24/7? Maybe. Does caffeine count? If so, yes. Jack Daniels and Coke is pretty good. Exactly. One of my housemates I live with, like at the last place, Jack Daniels and lemonade. Which is not a great combination. Do you like sour ciders? I tend to like more sweet ciders. Like, I'm a big fan of blackberry Summersby and watermelon Summersby. Brodie Robertson offers you a cigarette. Would you accept, yes or no? I don't know why Brodie Robertson is offering you a cigarette, because, man, I don't have any cigarettes on me. Brodie should have at least a 1% female audience. You know what? We're going to check right now what percentage my female audience is. Last time I checked, I think it was like 2.8. But that may be incorrect. Let's go and see. Audience. We have currently got a... Wow, look at that. 2.9% female audience, 0.7 user specified, 96.4 male. That number's been growing. Over time, the number is slowly been growing. My mates all drink beer and I always show up with the Jack Daniels. Man, who shows up with the goon? Hi, I'm the 0.7%. Congratulations. It's basically 3%. It is basically 3%. Soon. Soon it will be 3%. What is the they them percentage though? That would be this one. That would be the user specified. 2.9% lied on Google or using someone else's account. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a lot of... Actually, here's what it could be. The people in this range, in the 13 to 17-year-old range, these people are just using their mum's account. So I've actually got a 0.3% female audience, and everyone who is under 18 is actually just using their parents' account. That's what's happening. My Google account is technically female. Did you do that on purpose, or did you just click the wrong button? Over time, the number grows as Linux users transition. True, though. Did you know that the guy that makes X Screensaver runs a bar in San Francisco? What? No, I didn't know that. That's news to me. You should fly out and do an interview. I've never been to America. One day I would like to go. That would be fun. I've said it before. I've never actually left Australia, but at some point it's gonna happen. I'm back. Hi, back. How you doing? Is it okay to recommend a YouTube channel I came across that's quite informative about Linux? If you want to. I don't know if YouTube is going to let you post a link. if you try to post a link. If you say a name, then YouTube's probably not going to care. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Don't ask me. Japan first. Brodie, have you been to Europe? What part of not leaving Australia gets you to think that I've been to Europe? Last time I checked that Australia is not in Europe, but it might be. Could be. Do you know Bugs Rider? Yes. Not personally, but yes, I do. You've never been to Japan. It's so close. One of the many things I was going to do when I left uni when COVID started. So I was going to like travel around Australia. I was going to go to Japan. And then COVID happened. And then I didn't do that. So, yeah. Australia is in Eurovision. Is it? Okay, sure. Don't come here. It's absolute shit tons of it. I'm guessing you're saying you're from America. Australia was in Eurovision. It might... Why is everybody... How many people in here watch Eurovision? Wait, do all of you guys just watch Eurovision? Okay, sure. Japan's still not letting people in. Yeah. 10-hour flight to Japan from Victoria. Yeah, it's relatively close, but Australia is still so far away from everything. Like, we're just an island in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it'd be quicker to just guess, yeah, the fuck is Eurovision? Wait, you don't know what Eurovision is? I love Eurovision. Australia sucked at Eurovision, though. Wait, I guess there's a lot of people here who just watch Eurovision. Oh, Australia should be annexed by Great Britain again. We should become a prison state again. I'd be up for that. The people watching Eurovision are your 5% female audience. I don't have a 5% female audience. I have a 2.9% female audience. Have you been keeping up the new season of Love Live Nijigasaki? Yes, I have. It is very good. It kind of annoys me they took to episode 9 to finally bring in the new girls to the group. Thoughts on the Depp trial? Thoughts on... I actually recently just caught up to the end of the trial. Man. That trial was insane. What an absolute crazy situation that was. Brodie, where are your subscribers coming from? New Zealand was meant to be part of Australia. True. Let's see. Where are my people from? Let's go to audience. And here we go. So we have a 21.7% United States audience, 6.8% Germany, 6.3% India, 5.2% United Kingdom, 3.7% Brazil. Who's your favorite character on Home and Away? When was the last time I watched Home and Away? Like 5 years ago. The old dude who's been on the show for a very long time. I don't remember what his name is. That guy. Thoughts on GNU Tasmania? Tasmania's cold and I don't want to go there in winter. I am the 6.3%. I'm part of the 5.2. 6.3% is just me and my 50th. Here we go. 3.6% Canada. 2.7% Poland. Shout out to Poland. 2.6% Russia. 2.5% Australia. 1.9% France. 1.9% Italy. 1.9% Sweden. 1.8% Netherlands. 1.6% Spain. 1.4% Indonesia. 1.1% Argentina. 1.1% Mexico. 1.0% Philippines. I thought there was more Philippines. Judging by how many people who comment on my channel who say they're from the Philippines, I thought there was more Philippines. I honestly did think there was way more Philippines. The 1% is just you. All 3,000 views are just from you. Me from Philippines. I'm 1.6 from Spain. Tasmania is just Australia with a harder accent and hilarious dialect. And also snow. Yo, Yo, Philippines, let's go. The noisy, just noisy. That's probably it. Basically, China 0%. Wait, we have better China on here. Oh no, we have Hong Kong on here. Hong Kong 0.4%, and then 0.3% Taiwan. 0.6 Japan. Huh. I actually haven't looked down a lot of this list for a while. Wait, you two, you've been in streams forever, and I just found out. Oh wait, there's someone else here that's Philippines. Taiwan is not China. Exactly, better China. Repping the Aussies. Yeah, shout out to the Aussies. Scroll down, it shows Taiwan and John Coco in exile. Man, I don't have anyone to exile me. I'm a free man. What do I think about the Ukraine-Russia war? I'm not getting into that. War bad. There you go. There's my take. Killing people bad. China, you mean West Taiwan. I bet there are at least 3 people from Tunisia. I'll take your word for it. Taiwan is suckless China. Why did the tux cross the chicken? I don't know. Why did the tux cross the chicken? What does that even mean? If you were to travel, you would do travel vlogs. Probably. Probably I would do that. Let's see. What else do we have? New Zealand stats are shameful. Was New Zealand even here? 0.4% New Zealand. That's fine. Why the fuck did Japan export... Wait, ban export... Did they? I didn't know this. Do you know Bugs Rider? Are you the same... Wait, have you asked that question multiple times? Or is that multiple people asking the same question? South Australians approve Tasmanians can swim. Okay. Your advice for anyone to start with YouTube videos. Get a camera. Actually, no. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't get a camera, right? You know what? I'm going to give you a suggestion, right? Don't buy a camera or a microphone. Go and use, what is the program called? Into webcam? What? DroidCam. DroidCam? Yes. Okay. DroidCam. Here we go. Go and buy DroidCam. This is a very, very cheap application. It's like a few dollars. It will let you use your phone as a... Like, it will let you turn your phone into a webcam. You can use the microphone from your phone. Isn't DroidCam paid? You can use the free version and get a 480p camera. If you want to get 1080p, then you need to go and pay for it. But you can turn your phone into a webcam, and that's going to be perfectly fine for getting started. Do that, make videos, see if you like it, and then if you do like it, then actually consider, you know, upgrading to get better stuff. But get started, just get started making stuff. Don't worry about whether the content's good. It won't be, I guarantee it. Just make stuff, and if you decide you like it, and you slowly get better over time, you start building an audience, then, yeah, consider it then. But ultimately, just don't waste money you don't need to waste, and actually make something. Pay? Yeah, you could. Okay. You could just pirate it, but it is a piece of open source software. Go and support the devs. I think there is screen copy. Actually, that's such a great idea. You just record your... Open your camera on your phone, and then screen copy your phone to your computer and capture that. That's such a bad idea. How about the delay? If you're capturing both from DroidCam, it should be fine. And you can always like sync them back up anyway. It's open source. How is there a paid version? Because what? You can have paid versions of open source stuff. Have you not heard of Bitwarden? Like, there's a lot of open source software that has paid versions. Like, you can have I guess technically the paid version would be a like proprietary version of it, but you can have paid extensions of open source applications. Do you think not having a face cam with VTubing models inherently disadvantages your content career? I don't want to say it is. Once again, I have like 30, what do I have? Like 30k subs, 33k subs. Don't take my word for what you should and shouldn't do for content. But if the code is open source, a person can just compile the code and not pay for it. Yeah, you can. Yeah. That's an option. I would... Droid Cam's proprietary? I don't think so. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh, mate, no, I think the... Is it? No, I don't think it is. Whatever. Anyway, that's not the important part. No, whatever. Doesn't matter. Use Droid Cam, it's great. What was it saying? What was it talking about? Right. Should you have a face cam? I think for most general content, I think a face cam's probably beneficial. Obviously, you don't need it. Like, there are channels like the... I'm trying to think of a good example. Yeah, there we go. Like, Internet Historian. Like, you cannot have a face cam and still make great content. I think it's just... I would say if what you're doing is focused around your personality, I think it makes sense to have a face cam or a VTuber model. If your intention is to make content based around like tutorial style stuff or like news or things like that, I think you can get away with not having a face cam. Mental Outlaw doesn't show his face very often. Yeah, it's true. Like, RootBSD doesn't either. Like, there are plenty of channels, even just in the Linux or FOSS space, that don't show their faces. I think ultimately just, what's more important is just making content. Robo Nuggy just does voiceover. I have no idea who that is. Isn't Europe going to ban Facebook or something? I've not heard about this, but look, I wouldn't be surprised with considering how much Europe doesn't particularly like the stealing the data sort of stuff that Facebook does. Mental Outlaw doesn't use one. That's true, but he does show his face sometimes. Mental Outlaw shows you how to cook based food though. People have asked me like to do a kangaroo steak cooking stream, which isn't a like terrible idea. Now, most Linux users are ugly anyway. No face cam for Linux YouTubers. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, we'll fix that. Here you go. I'm just gonna stream like this from now on. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream like this, because I shouldn't have a face cam because I'm a Linux YouTuber. Mental Outlaw has a handful of face cam videos. He does, yeah, for sure though. But like, it's not his like main focus, is what I mean. I thought Mental Outlaw was Luke. No, Mental Outlaw is better Luke. Luke that makes Linux videos. Am I late to the stream? Only like an hour 50 late, but it's fine. That KDE dev who has a channel made a war with Baby Woe. Yes, and Niccolo is coming onto the stream at some point next week. So it's going to be the podcast that comes out the week afterwards. 90% of the time, facecam is useless and serves no purpose apart from taking extra space. I think if your goal is to bring your personality into the content, the face cam helps. You don't have to. Like, there are certain people, like, there are the internet historians out there where they have such a such a recognizable voice and such a recognizable style that even without doing a face cam, you know, you still can very easily understand who they are. Thank you for the follow. But I think it's much easier to get your personality across if your face is visible. Brodie, when is your VTuber avatar going to be ready? Here you go. VTuber. I am VTuber now. Here we go, make it a bit smaller. There we go. Grab it. There we go. I am VTuber now. I admit I watch iJustine. I don't think I've seen an iJustine video for a very long time. Mental Outlaw is Luke, but hunky. Make her move. I can do this. That's an option. That's about as far as we can go. I can just, like, do this every time I talk. So it looks like she's moving with... Yeah, you know, that's how it's going to be. Cute? I know. She is very cute. This is based on my Final Fantasy XIV character. I don't have legs, so, like, I can't show that, but... Eventually, I'm going to get, like, I want to get some, like, custom alert stuff done. So, like, when people do donations or follows, things like that, it'll show a image based on that character. Basically, that character is going to be the mascot for my channel from now on, effectively. Yeah, exactly. Now VTuber disgusting. No, is she Foss? She's based on a Final Fantasy XIV character, so no. And was probably drawn in Photoshop, so double no. But, you know, it's fine. Make a motion detection system so your movement is depicted on the character. Or I could literally just use programs that already exist to do that. Linux YouTubers have no legs. That it's bloat. No, we have feet. Yeah, there you go. For the foot. There you go. Perfect. Drawn in GIMP. Yes. No, probably drawn in Photoshop. Feet stream mad. I should just point a camera at my feet. The RC Linux guy recently turned VTuber. Yeah, we did talk about RC Lena before. Brodie community stream when? Soon. Not sure when soon, but soon. Soon TM. Drawn in... Yeah, I actually read that, didn't I? I forgot what I read. We didn't have to sub to his OnlyFans. You know, that's a teaser for the OnlyFans. You gotta sign up for more if you want to see, like, I don't know, me standing in letters or something like that. I don't know. Brodie banned on Twitch for feet. I'm pretty sure feet are allowed on Twitch. As a Linux YouTuber, I have 1 foot. Does that count? Wait, do you actually only have 1 foot? I feel bad for you. You know, that's made it dark. I don't know if you're messing around, though. Zoom? As in, like, the terribly proprietary application that steals your data? 1 foot is a lot. I guess it is. Luke thinks hair is bloated, that's why he's bald. No, I think Luke is just bald because he's bold. He's bold because he's old. At least you don't eat from your feet. No, I don't have any foot gunk, so, like, there's nothing in here to eat. So, like, that's a problem. I could get some foot gunk, and we can reenact a Stallman bit, but I don't have any foot gunk. So that's a problem. She said what? What did she say? She said, he said? The foot lettuce, exactly. Like, actually takes molding seriously. Do you mean Luke? Wait, what? Like, actually takes molding seriously. I'm not sure what you're saying. Make -D _ no hair. True. Stallman stole my friend cheese. Wait, your friend cheese? What does that mean? He is gold because he's old. He molds because he's bold and he's old. They should put Luke on a house. Yes. I recommend everyone who is not an Aussie to go and look up Howzos right now. Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what Howzos is. Howzos is basically... Howzos is basically, like, it's a show about bogans. So, like, basically, the equivalent of Australian trailer trash is basically what it is. Should we create a poetry verse on Luke? If you can make something, I will read it. Didn't know you were that creepy. That's kind of funny, though. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Showing my feet? Is that what makes me creepy? Do you recommend using a hardened kernel on desktop? Isn't there like an Arch wiki page on the problems with the hardened kernel? Hardened... I can't spell anymore. Hardened kernel. Hardened kernel. Arch Linux. Do you guys know that Linus's wife proposed to him through email, which was an assignment? Wait, what? Wait, is that an actual thing? If I recall correctly, the hardened kernel has certain issues with desktop stuff. What's the YouTube channel of the Asahi Linux VTuber guy? Asahi Lina. So Linux, but get rid of the U and the X and replace it with an A. And Asahi still spelled the same way. There was some stuff in here about the hardened kernel, how it, like, breaks certain things. Like, messes with things like, I think Skype or something doesn't work. My kernel is hardened after seeing Brodie's talk. Mate, if you wanna talk like that, you gotta pay me money. He spelled it hard, what? Hard, I can't read. Hey, yo, I finally switched to Arch and I'm loving it. Good. That's cool. Pokemon Harden Attack. Exactly. Best hardened kernel is anything running on Cube. I can't say that when I'm sober. Cubus. Cubus? Oh, how do you say that? Using Skype in 2022. Exactly. Why can I stream a single window on Discord, but not the entire screen? But on OBS, you can't capture a single window. I'm on... Okay. That's because Sway is bad. No, it's because the pipeline capture API is not great. It's getting better. I don't know how Discord works. I didn't know Discord actually handled it. OBS doesn't actually have a way to capture specific windows on the Wayland side just yet. It's a work in progress that needs to be addressed. It will happen at some point, and I don't know when. That's one of the big things I don't like about Wayland. I don't typically use window capture, but there are times when I do want to use it. And not having it means I literally can't record the podcast on Wayland. Like, it just can't happen. Thank you for the follow. What is that? WCKD sick. Wooked sick. Thank you for the follow. Discord can only capture... Oh, it's X-Wayland stuff. Ah, okay. That makes sense then. Wayland is bloat. Wayland is literally X12. OBS does not capture specific windows for me on Xorg either. Okay, well, we'll do this. Give me 1 second. What's the button? Window capture. I don't know what the hell I'm capturing right now. It's just a window called Brodie. Why is that a window? Here you go. Window capture of the Arch Wiki. So if I go and change the size of this window, then, you know, you can actually... So this is a window moving in the screen capture, and this is the actual window capture itself. So I'm not really sure what's going on with your specific setup then. Because it works just fine. We should rename Wayland to DirectX12. Actually, that would be a great idea. I would love that. But no, X12, like, Wayland is literally X12. So people who are, like, saying, one day we're going to get X12, whatever it is. No, you've got X12. That's what you got it. What's your favorite color scheme? Vim Dark. Will you one day do a Windows review just for fun? Sure. Sure. I don't know why I just changed I just changed screens. Yeah, sure. I'm perfectly happy to do that. Maybe like a stream on April Fool's Day or something like that. I guess so. What do you use to write documents? LibreOffice, LaTeX. When I was doing stuff, it was Markdown through Pandoc. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Markdown through Pandoc. I guess converting it into LaTeX, I guess. Or converting it into a PDF through the LaTeX converter or whatever. Is 2022 the year we can still build our PCs again? There are a couple of PC building videos that have been coming out from like Austin Evans and people like that. It's getting to the point where you can build a PC again. It's still a little bit more expensive than I would like it to be, but it's getting reasonable again. I need to check how much building something in like the sort of class that my system is in would cost at current pricing. It'd still be probably like $400 or $500 more, but it's not like $1,000 more, which it was last year. So I'm going to say that 2022 is certainly looking better. I am very... There's a good PC building video from The Verge. I'm sure there is. Which GTK theme do you use? What GTK theme do I use? GTK... what theme is it? Adwaita Dark. There you go. Can we deepfake a video of Bill Gates saying that he's going to open source Windows? I'm not going to say you can't do that. Groff is the only way to write documents properly. Yeah, sure. We'll say properly is one way to put it. That's for sure. Want to make a video on Home Assistant or open HAB? Would love to see you turn your home into a smart home. I think that would be really cool. I think it would be cool. I've not considered it, but it would be cool. The other thing with Wayland is that I get extremely better. Wait, is that I get extremely better in-game performance compared to Exor. Really? I've not really had any. There's something. I actually have been in the process. I haven't finished it. In the process of doing a video on whether Wayland or Xorg is better for gaming. And this involved me doing some benchmarks of Wayland. And I've had some really weird, like really, really strange and weird results. Like, some games literally not functioning. Some games giving me results that don't make any sense. And I'll show you the proper results when I actually get the video done and get around to it. But I don't know whether I would like to game on Wayland. Do you know Adwaita's word origin? I don't. Is from India. Oh, that's cool. It means the only one, but people use this word as adjective for God here. I'm using the Dark God theme. Okay, cool. I'll take that. Turn your home into a smart home. Write a YouTube chat bot so we can control your house in chat. That sounds like a... Wait, that's not something that... say it again. That is something that has already been done, actually. Did you see LMG clips about Linus being told a smart device vendor they won't give him firmware updates because it's proprietary? What? No, I didn't see that. I've been watching the Amber Heard trial too much. So that's why I see Adwaita the only one as an icon set in Alex appearance thing. Oh, that's cool. Brodie should do an OS dev stream in Visual Basic. In Visual Basic, obviously. I've never done Visual Basic. I think that would be fun. That would definitely be fun. What else we got? It was already fixed? What was already fixed? Are you using G-Sync and all the other stuff enabled with NVIDIA cards, and there's just a black full screen? I'm guessing you're replying to someone in chat. Amber Turd, exactly. The best part of that entire trial was when was when Camille said Amber said Amber Turd. That was the best part. That and Dr. Spiegel. The mental asylum patient who convinced them that he was actually a psychiatrist. We need more coding videos from you, Brodie. I am planning to do coding streams. I don't know whether there's any videos that, like, any videos of coding that I would really be considering doing. But definitely coding streams, that's for sure. How long have you been sipping on that same can, by the way? No, it's the second can. This is the first can, this is the second can. My issue with Wayland is that when I play GPU-heavy games like Apex Legends, the frame rate is bad and there's an input latency because of the compositor. I can disable an X-Organ on Wayland. Yeah, that is one of the concerns I do have with gaming on Wayland as well. I haven't actually done anything like Apex. The games that I have played, like, I've done some Final Fantasy 14, and 14 is playing just fine. But I can kind of get why it would be weird with certain other titles. For coding videos, just do one where you explain a script you've already written. I've actually done that in the past. Do you get an employee discount on cans? Sadly, the liquor store attached to my work doesn't give me this. Doesn't have these yet. I think a couple of the others. There's a couple of stores that are attached, like, under the same banner. But I think one of them might have these. I got these from Dan Murphy's, though, and they were on, like, I think they were half price, something like that. You guys are brave to play games on Linux. No, games on Linux work just fine. You just gotta be, like, considerate of what games you want to play. We don't play games, we must debug them and why that's gaming on Linux. Now, if you guys have seen any of my gaming streams, like, gaming on Linux it's great when it works, and then sometimes things just don't work. It's just like, I don't know what to do here. Brodie turns a baby by that sipper. This is it's a Camelback bottle. This is like the sort of bottle you would have if you're... Focus on the stupid bottle. Focus on the damn bottle. There you go. Camelback. It's the sort of bottle you would have if you're going, cycling. You can, like, it sits right in, like, the thingy, the bottle holder thingy. It's got, like, they call it a fucking... Wait. Ow. They work very well. I blew out my nose. It, like, spits water out. Now it's on my face, so that's fine. That was content. Do you watch Dank Pods? Brodie's a filthy cyclist. Filthy ex-cyclist. But, yes. True. Looks like a baby bottle with milk. You should get a goldfish. That's not a bad idea, is it? I don't like getting water on my nose. That's not pleasant. Customization is best gaming. True, though. What do we do? Do I watch Dank Pods? Yes, I do, and I'm aware that Dank Pods is also from South Australia. Have you completed your college? I was planning to get into the same college for the grad studies. Oh, that's cool. And yes, I have. Looks like Baby Wogue. Brodie, what are the best settings for OBS on Linux? I am not sure. I have my settings. I don't know if they're the best. Do you watch Isaac Butterfield? I used to. I haven't there's a lot, I haven't been involved in that space for a fairly long time. Nowadays, I mainly watch gaming content. But there was a time when I did watch Isaac. I've been to some of his live shows before. Those were certainly fun, that's for sure. You should quit cycling because you suck at climbing. Yeah, climbing is actually probably the thing I'm worst at. Use the goldfish to decide which crypto to buy and live stream the goldfish so everyone can get the hot tips. Are you just saying I should steal Michael Reeves' content? I'm up for that, but Michael's also much smarter than I am. And also, Michael would beat the shit out of me. I did watch the the boxing match he had. Like, he actually could probably kill me. Like, I'm genuinely impressed by how well he did in that fight. You should install Helen OS. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Helen OS. What is Helen OS? No, not the World of Warcraft character. What does it go? Okay, sure. Helen OS Wikipedia. The fish stock video is great. Absolutely. I wonder if there are any Linux, dedicated Linux gaming channels. Wait, do you actually not know? Michael vs. Graham was hella hype. Yeah, Graham had no idea what the hell he was getting into. He thought Michael was just gonna, like, not take it seriously, but no, Michael actually was like, you know what, I'm gonna become a boxer. If you want a dedicated Linux gaming channel, then it's not 100% dedicated, like he does a couple of other things, but HexDSL is probably your best bet. Yeah. HexDSL makes great content. Gardner the Linux gamer. Well, no, nowadays, doesn't he just go by Gardner Bryant? Or isn't it Gardner Bryant TLG or something like that? When void. When I get around to streaming it, probably. How long are you going to stream for? I don't know, probably not too much longer, but I'll work it out. What the fuck is Serenity OS? An OS about Serenity. Also check Quashi. Who the hell is that? I don't know who that is. Oh, it's a really... Oh, okay, if you want to see benchmarks, I guess. Yeah, I guess this is a... It's literally all benchmarks. So you want to see how games perform on Linux? I guess this is one way to check it out. That's cool. Gardner Bryant TLG? Yeah, I thought so. Barrow Tech has amazing videos, or Gear Seekers with some Linux benchmarks and GPUs. Yeah, I actually didn't know about that one either. Gear Seekers. Is this the channel? Wait, is this the channel? This doesn't look like the channel. I'm not seeing Linux videos. I'm not seeing any Linux videos. Maybe it occasionally mentions stuff. Comp is better than all other window management. Wait, cop is? What is cop is? Cop is. Do you mean comp is? Wait, cop is. What about intelligent gaming? Linux. Intelligent gaming links? Who is this? Oh, I've not heard of this one. I don't watch many Linux videos. Infinity Galactic is a Aussie Linux YouTuber, no gaming though. True. There's a lot of, I've said before, I don't watch much Linux content. So there's a lot of guys that I just don't know about. Huh. I'll have to take a look at this. That's cool. Would you have... It's one of those people who have nowhere to get in contact with you. You have a Discord. Okay, that's cool. What do you run? 3600, 3060 Ti, B550. That's a pretty regular person system. Have you seen Linux videos from Michael Horn? I'm going to say no, because I don't know who Michael Horn is. Animation when transition is annoying. Animations are bloat. Good. I'm going to make sure I use it more and more often. I do need to make it quicker, but it is slightly too long. Yeah. It's not going to go away, though. What was the tool you used to configure your G600? I can show you it right now, actually. Wait. Yeah, sorry, I blanked on the name. Here we go. Here is the name. Here's the program. This is, Piper. P-I-P-E-R. Piper. And I've got my Logitech G305 in here, and also my G600. And I can do things like... Actually, I can show you right now. Here we go. I've got it here. and go whoop, and go whoop, and go whoop, and now apply. Now it's blue. Crazy. And, you know, there's like cycle and stuff here. How does the black light look, actually? Oh, just say, well, doesn't disable the light, but, you know how it is. Then put it back to red. Oh, this is that red. Apply. Hyper is good for configuring Logitech mouses. Exactly. Can it configure Razer mice? If you're doing Razer, I would recommend using Razer CFG. Razer, is this it? This should be it. Ah, yes, blacklight, exactly. Yeah, if you're doing Razer mice, this is probably your best bet. Razer device configuration tool, Razer CFG. I don't know if this is still being developed. I couldn't tell you, but this is the one that I at least know about for configuring them. Awesome, was about to buy one, but confusing people said binding didn't work. No, G600 works mostly perfectly. If you want to bind individual, buttons, like you want to have, you know, these bound to the number buttons. Actually, I'll just go to my face. Black is not at all light. Lies. If you just want to have these like bound to like your number buttons or bound to like individual key presses, it works fine. If you want to have like, you know, control something or other, shift something or other, it's also going to be fine. But if you want to do like longer macros, not really. Also anything involving the super key can be a little bit flaky as well. WSL2 cured my distro hopping. Try it. Oh man, maybe I should do WSL2 at some point. Gearseekers has a second channel for Linux called kernel control. Ah, okay. Can you push those configs into mice onboard memory? Yes. You don't need to have the program open. They will be saved onto the mouse itself. So if you go and like load it up on Windows or whatever, you can do it then. You can probably configure all that in Xorg as well. Not saving it onto the mouse, but you can obviously rebind stuff through the various tools that exist to do that. Yeah, that is an option. I would recommend doing it through the mouse configuration stuff, though. Ah, this is the channel. Okay, this is the channel you're talking about. It's new, but also not really much is going on with it. So, it's sort of like effectively dead. Yeah, okay. Right over here, don't shoot the penguin. Too bad, I already did it. You are too late. Did everyone just leave? There's still like 40 people here. Did everyone just decide to go quiet or something? What's happened here? Where did everyone go? Did my chat die? Michael Horn seems to be more active. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Yeah. Michael Horn. Not Michael Reeves. That is also a good channel. No, I'm here. Oh, I know people are here. If you look up Michael Horn, though, you find, like... You find this instead. This one here. You find a UFO channel. UFO disinformation, distraction, perverts, and these people. Why does that show up? How's the standing desk going? It's going pretty good. Just add Linux to the keywords. Yeah, it's true. A moment of silence for Tux. True. I found the same. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't mean the main channel. Just skip into a GPU benchmark and you will... Ah, okay. That's what you meant. Right. Okay. I love that I can just... I've like pre-configured settings for the height that I use it at. So I don't even have to like use the buttons here. It's great. I love it. So convenient. If you're going to buy a standing... Why so low? Because I was sitting. Because I was still sitting down. That's why. if you're gonna get a sit-stand desk, don't get one that has a handle on it. Get one that is motorized, otherwise you're not going to be using it. Like, you can probably, sure, you convince yourself, oh, it's like $100 or $150 cheaper. I'm gonna just use the handle. Don't. You won't. You definitely won't use the handle. Are those desk settings FOSS? Yes, because Stallman doesn't care about proprietary hardware. If it's built into the hardware, it's FOSS. Because if the user can't modify it, that means it's FOSS. I'm not taking the piss right now. This is actually true. This is how the FSF looks at hardware. If it is code built into the hardware, it's inherently FOSS because they don't consider that a problem with it being proprietary. There are literally devices that have the FSF certification that are not FOSS by any reasonable person's definition, but by the FSF's definition, they are. Then the FSF is gonna lose? Well, they've always had this definition. It is what it is. And there's a couple of people, a couple of the younger people, who have sort of been bringing this up recently. The person who makes, is it Libra Boot? That one, or is it Core Boot? What's her name? What's her name? Someone in chat's gonna know who I'm talking about. Oh, the way people... Should I try Awesome or stick with i3 or BSPWM? If you want to learn Lua, Awesome's a great way to learn Lua. Honestly, it is. Having a true open source hardware is impossible without making your system an insecure mess. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think the main problem is just getting good hardware. That's honestly the main concern you're gonna have. It's intended made to work in composite with the other licenses. I don't know what you're talking about. It gets muddy when mill or orgs like Clearview might use FOSS. I don't know what you're talking about. In before Windows on a chip being FOSS FSF certified. I think just out of principle, anything running Windows just will never be certified by the FSF. It can be completely FOSS, and just out of pure principle, it's not going to happen. But it is what it is. What if CIA agent is hiding my FOSS hardware? Well, maybe they are. Maybe the FOSS hardware was literally made by the CIA. I don't know anything about tiling window managers. The one written in Python. Qtile. Yeah, thank you. Leah. Leah's who I'm talking about. Leah Rowe. And there's a couple other people who a couple months back mentioned... Actually, why don't I just go to my video I did on this? Brodie, Robertson, FSF. Here we go. This one, back when I still had... I still had a need to get a haircut. Wow, my hair looks so bad right then. Why was I even recording videos at that point? What was I even doing? There have been so many times my hair just looks so terrible. Yeah, Ariadne Connell and also Leah Rowe and Hector also had Hector Martin also had a thread about this. The FSF relationship with firmware is harmful to free software users. This post from LibraBoot, which was something like effectively the same argument, and then Hector was making a very similar argument as well. And the main thing it stemmed from is if the firmware was burned into ROM, it wasn't really a concern of the FSF. So if the user couldn't access it, then it could still be a RYF certified device. Whereas if it was user accessible, so if it was loaded in RAM, if it was on your hard drive, something like that, then it isn't FOSS because you're loading proprietary hardware. So if you don't have access to modify it, the FSF still thinks it's free software, or still thinks it's respects your freedom, but it's still the exact same firmware regardless. Yo, Christian, how you doing? Hey, Brodie, good to see you again. Good to see you too, man. Absolutely. It's been a while since I've streamed on the channel, but the streams are back, and they're gonna be back from now on, probably. There may be a week or two when I don't stream, just because I'm getting fiber in a couple of months. And when the fiber comes in, then obviously there's gonna be like a switchover period. So maybe that week the stream won't happen. Brodie has had a few drinks. I've only had 2 of them. I don't get wasted on stream, but yeah. And now I'm just drinking water. Brodie VTuber when? VTuber. I am VTuber now. I have become VTuber. If CIA were gamers, would they glow in RGB? If CIA were gamers, would they glow in RGB? I'm gonna say yes. Also getting fiber this year. Can't wait to enjoy gigabit. Sadly, even though I have fiber, a lot of Australian ISPs don't offer gigabit. I would like gigabit. It would be nice. But we're probably gonna get 250 by 50. I hope you're fine too. I'm doing pretty good. Foss VTuber. I guess technically, I know. Yeah, Ren uses mostly Foss. I'm fine. May I ask you a stupid question about Linux? Is there an easy way to get RDP access working on my Manjaro machine that's running Wayland Sway? If not possible, VNC. I'm not sure. I know Wayland gets in the way of doing a lot of stuff. It's not something that I've personally had to do. I'm not sure if anyone in chat has any experience doing the same thing. Brodie is living, ironically in Europe, but I'm ironically living in Europe. Last time I checked, I was living in Australia. I guess we're technically in Eurovision, so I guess we are Europe. Sure. Are you getting high on water? No, I'm getting sober. When are Brodie and Distro getting married to each other? Yes. I use Way VNC on Wayland. Way VNC. We're going to check what Way VNC is. Way VNC. What is this? A VNC server for WL roots based compositors. I guess this is a solution. Oh yeah, if you're using Sway then, yeah, this would work. As I said, I haven't personally messed around with this, so I'm not too sure. I put 400 euro of manga on eBay. Am I a sinner yet? Wait, you sold your manga? Who is this super advanced AI? I am a cat girl. They're getting married in metaverse. Cringe. When is the Foss metaverse coming? I guess that's what Mozilla's doing. Like, Mozilla was making a metaverse-y sort of thing before metaverses were cool. Living in British colony. Living in British prison. What are you talking about? Who is this super advanced AI? I meant the Restream bot. That is the bot that lets people watch me on Twitch and watch me on YouTube. Right, if you don't know, because there might be new people here, I'm also streaming over on Twitch right now as well. So if you want to watch... Wait, why is it showing the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, if you want to watch on Twitch, you can do that. Now we are in an infinite loop of being on Twitch. Tech Hacks, hello, give me your Bitcoin. Please give me your Bitcoin. I would like your Bitcoin. Even though the Bitcoin price kind of like... Who here had Bitcoin when the price went through the floor? That was fun. Barrier. Ain't World of Warcraft or Fortnite being the closest to a metaverse with the scale? Probably. Yeah, I've said it before. The modern idea of what we know as an MMO is basically already a metaverse. Whether it's World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, RuneScape, Final Fantasy XIV, all of these I would personally consider metaverses. A metaverse, in my mind, is just an MMO, and the corporate MMOs that are being pushed by, Facebook, all of the other companies that are doing it, I don't have any interest in them. By the way, your new YouTube setup looks nice, much better. I do think it looks much, much better. Absolutely. I also have space to use my green screen now, so that's something that may end up happening with future videos. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still considering changing stuff out. Like it's perfectly perfect. It's very possible that I'm gonna add lights in here and things like that. But at least for now, it's in its what's the word? It's temporarily done state, I guess you would say. Corporate metaverse, the cringiest thing I've seen. Exactly, yeah. When is Fediverse gonna be Fediverse Mediverse? Fediverse Mediverse. I like that idea. Yeah, let's call it that. My only bad experience with crypto was when I tried to get rid of it, but Uphold wouldn't let me delete my account while I had funds, and that somehow didn't work for tips on YouTube channels. Oh, jeez. I guess the average definition of metaverse has become a VR world. I guess so. Have you ever tried LaTeX when you're in uni? Yes, I did my finals, my graduation paper in LaTeX, because of course you would do it in LaTeX. And I did a lot of my earlier assignment in Pandoc Markdown, which lets you inject LaTeX as well. Are you back on Awesome or streaming on Wayland the issue? No, you can stream perfectly fine on Wayland. There's no issue streaming on it. The main problem I have with doing any Wayland recording or Wayland streaming is the lack of the global shortcuts. So the fact that I can't go and change my layout by just, on Xorg, I can press this button right here, and it changes my layout. That's sort of one of the big things that bothers me that I can't do on Wayland. I like the video about Metaverse so much, had the same idea. Already seen Metaverse 15 years ago with Second Life. Exactly, yeah. Second Life is the most, obvious example of a Metaverse, but I would consider, WoW and 14 and any MMO is basically a Metaverse. Have you taken a look at River? I haven't, but it is certainly on the many list of things that I need to look at on when I get around to looking at more stuff. There's some new stuff in Mutter on GNOME for RDP also. Well, that's cool. Habbo Hotel. I actually never played Habbo Hotel. I did hear about Habbo Hotel years later. But I did hear crazy shit happening. I never played it myself. I saw the ads for it at the time. Actually, if you want to see a metaverse, Eve Online is a metaverse. It's literally just a emulation of late stage capitalism. It's take capitalism to its absolute extreme extent, and that is Eve Online. Spreadsheet simulator, exactly. And it even got recent support for, I think at one of the recent Eve conventions, they announced integration with Excel as an exciting new feature. People got excited because they gave API support for Excel. Metaverse 25 years later, exactly. We make a guide for laptops which are compatible with Linux. I don't have the laptops to test, really. So, I can't really... I don't know if there's any way I could properly make a good video about that. Might be a common or dumb question. What are your thoughts on Mental Outlaw? Opinion about him are very diverse around the community. I think he's a cool guy. I think he makes great videos. I feel like Mental Outlaw is... His channel makes a lot more sense. Not when he's doing Linux videos. I think he makes a lot better videos when he is focusing on the, security side. security and vulnerability sort of stuff. I think that's his better content. I think he makes good Linux videos those times that he does make Linux videos, but I personally enjoy what he does when he's talking about, like, you know, sometimes he do stuff about, like, CVEs and things like that, or various malware that floats around, and that I think he makes great content. And, you know, obviously the cooking videos, they make his channel stand out as well. Speaking of things to check out, Bismuth/KDE would be fun to have this during the chat with Nicolo. I don't know, Bismuth? Who? Is Bismuth a thing or a who? Bismuth KDE. What is okay. It is a KDE Plasma add-on that tiles your windows. Okay. Brodie watches Mental Outlaw for cooking videos. True. That's cool. Okay, that would actually make me... If I was going to use KDE, I would probably end up using this. Yeah. Check the hated one. That name rings a bell, and I don't know why. The hated one. Why are phones more secure than desktops? Okay. I feel like I've seen a couple of videos from this channel. But I'm not certain if I have. Huh. Look, I feel like Kenny's content is similar to Mudaha minus the gaming stuff. And minus a lot more... Mudaha also tends to not really take his content really that seriously. Have you seen Element Bismuth? I have no idea what that is. He's a great guy for privacy and security. Exactly. What did the spyware on my phone just hear? Alexa, buy condoms. Okay, Google, buy condoms. How do I activate Siri? Wait, what's the activation word for Siri? Is it just Siri? I don't remember. I don't own an iPhone. Oh, hey Siri. Hey Siri, buy condoms. There you go. Mudaha is a shitposter. Exactly. Mudaha, honestly, no matter what Mudaha does, that's actually one of the examples of... So there's like two extreme examples of how you can do content. You've got, you don't show your face, but you still have a really strong personality like Internet Historian, or you do show your face, and the way you act and your background is all part of your persona, and that is like Mudaha there. And those are two sort of channels that do base their content around their personality, but there's certainly plenty of other ways you can make videos. Siri can buy shit, true. Damn you, my Google Assistant just tried to buy apps and Android a sandbox and permissions that's waste. That makes sense. I guess that is one of the things that Wayland is sort of trying to do. It's slowly getting there. But the problem is that Wayland went really far down the make things secure, but then didn't bring in the permission system. So you have all of these security features, but then no way to get around them for the applications that need that access to stuff. So Wayland is getting better. Like, I think, here's the thing, Wayland is the future. There's no arguing about that, but like, it's not the present. That's my main argument about Wayland. Wayland is the future, but it's certainly not the present. Siri can't buy things, I don't think. Oh, damn. Hey, Siri, search Amazon for condoms. There you go. Raid RDX Rob. Is he streaming? Wait. Does he stream on Twitch? No, he's just on YouTube, isn't he? He's literally always streaming, though. Like, literally always streaming. Is he streaming right now? Wait, maybe he's not. Okay, no, you know what? He's not streaming right now. He's on Twitch. Oh, wait, he actually is? Wait, is he actually streaming right now? Oh, he actually is. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Wait, he's got... Why the hell does he have double the Twitch followers than YouTube viewers? What? What? How did that happen? Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. Sure, that's news to me, I guess. Hey Siri seems to work on HomePods. That's cool. Anyway, I think it's basically time to... you can see my stomach. I think it's basically time to end off the stream anyway. So you know what? We actually are... We are gonna go... go raid someone, I guess. Let's... Who do we go and raid? Who's streaming on Twitch right now? Let's see. If anyone wants to join the raid, come over to... my Twitch channel. Here you go. Or don't. You don't have to. It's up to you. Now, who is here? Wait, that is not even remotely a Linux channel. What? Too bad to Boom isn't streaming right now. Yeah, too bad. Thank you, mate. Have a great night. Yeah, I will. I will probably go play some more Final Fantasy, actually. PS2 Gen? Wait, is this... Is he... someone talking here? Thank you for the follow? Or is this just compiling it? Oh, it's just compiling it. Okay. Well...
And you...
Wait, no. Wait, are you talking? Wait.
Properly. And they just can't follow the first...
You know what? There you go. Okay, there we go. I found the channel that we're going to. Come over to the Twitch channel. We are going to raid the Gen 2 guy. We are definitely going to raid the Gen 2 guy. We are definitely going to... Oh, wait, no. Shut up, Brodie. Here we go. Raid. And there we go. Anyone else going to join the raid? Got 15 people here right now. Anyone else coming from the YouTube side to join? Go over to the... Actually, if anyone's not going to come over to the YouTube side, here we go. I'll post the channel in the YouTube chat as well. And here we go. 11 people already. Anyone else gonna ready up? And, you know, okay, we're gonna go. Let's go. Raid. Here we go. Where raid?
Oh, YOLO, you alright, mate?
There you go.
Oh, thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. Where'd you guys all come from?
Let's see what he has to say.
I hope you didn't come for the... Come just as Luna was insulting everyone.
Let's see what... You
Oh,
guys
Jim,
can
how
just
you doing?
sit here and just watch a Gen 2 compilation if you want to.
Hi, Brodie.
Oh, jeez. Just 40 people here now. Wow.
Nice, nice.
Jeez, okay. I know how much you guys like compilers. Well,
Thank you very much for the follow.
I'm gonna head out. Enjoy watching Gen 2 compilation on a PS2 if you wanna do so. And yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I have certainly had a lot of fun coming back to this. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Next week, we're probably going to be doing more LFS. And then, yeah, this is the content we usually watch. Exactly. This is just an extension of what I normally do on this channel. So, or on the streams anyway. So you guys will just have to enjoy that. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. So, yeah. I'm out. I guess we'll just... Do I play the outro? I'll play the outro for a moment. Here we go. Here we go. Here's outro. I'm out.